Basically, I just was so creeped out by this story because this woman faked her bedriddenness and killed her own kids, and I just was so creeped out that I had to throw the book away because it creeped me out that much. Sick in the head.
Like I said, I feel like that is an extreme response, but
that's
whatever
okay.
you gotta do to feel better.
I'm a little dramatic. You're not. That's fine. I don't want that energy in my life. I don't.
I will not be recommending any other psychological thrillers to you.
Don't. I thought I could handle it. I was like, oh, I love a little thrill because like a TV show. Sometimes, I mean, not even. I like drama, right?
Yeah.
I like, oh wow, I can't believe that happened. Ooh, this was just so fucked up. Like I can't understand someone being like, I love this book. You know, it's hard for me to wrap my head around like, wow, I love the idea of this.
Nobody's saying, "Oh my god, I love that she did that." It's I know. It's a crazy twist.
It's so crazy.
You love a crazy twist. Nobody's like, "Oh my god, please read this book because the ending you're gonna love it." Like you're gonna love what happens.
Well, that's what people were like. You're gonna love this book, and so I thought like I was gonna be like, "Oh, this is to die for," you know?
Yeah.
And it's as I was reading, the more I read it, I was like, get me through this. Like, I was like, I have to get through this. I have to finish it. But, oh my God.
I don't know what to tell you to read next. Did this put you off the reading train?
No. I mean, It's one book I didn't like. I still read it.
She'll never read again.
I mean, I feel like that's extreme to think that I'm over books in general just because I didn't like. There's so many other genres out there. This one clearly wasn't for me.
Yeah, now what
I like drama. I like romance. Yeah. I don't like I'm gonna kill my kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill my kids.
Okay,
I want to kill my kids. Like I just
said, thrillers aren't. And then
the
murderous thrillers. Because I will say, especially on TikTok and our like age group, it is a very popular genre.
I also can be down with a little murder. It's more the murdering of your own children is what really threw me off. You know. It's crazy, like, wow, you know, you go, whoa.
Yeah.
But it was like a little too whoa for me.
We'll get you a nice like rom-com type book next.
Yeah. I like the romance drama. that one just really threw me for a loop. I just was surprised at how many people were like, this is the best book I've ever read. That's where I think it was maybe the extreme suggestion to me is why I am having an extreme reaction.
Yeah.
Was because it was like, sold to me like it was the best book they have ever read in their lives.
I would say I definitely have seen people who have said like, oh, you know, I didn't love it, but I do think a majority of the reaction is like, oh, I'm gonna people recommend it to other people. Like I don't know how many. I personally have not seen that many. I hate this book.
I would never recommend this book to anybody. Kelly Martin, this is the second episode in a row we're mentioning her.
Yeah.
She's like, so I shouldn't read this. And I was like, as a new mother, no, you shouldn't read this. I don't think you would enjoy this book as a new mother.
Have you ever seen
I don't know,
The
she
Lovely
might.
Bones?
She fucking might.
Oh, I like The Lovely Bones. That's what's weird. Is that I like The Lovely Bones movie. I've never read the book.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could be down. Well, is that Lovely Bones a true story?
Lovely Bones, is based off a book.
Okay. So. Lovely Bones, I like that movie. It is very creepy.
I don't think it's a true story. I think it's a fictional.
Obviously awful, so I'm sounding a little hypocritical right now.
Yes, it is a novel.
But it's like I said, I could be down with a little murder. It's the murdering of your own kids. What really threw me off.
Okay.
So don't write me off as a little pussy, but that's, you know.
You should read like The Silent Patient next, like something that's like thriller-esque.
Yeah. Once again, don't call me a little bitch.
No, I want to see
I can't kill your kids, kill your own kids. You're trying to kill them while they're inside of you, and you're also. And not like abortion, like she was like, they were about to be born and she was like, how can I get rid of these fucking kids before they get out of me? And now that they're alive, I'm going to kill them. Like that, she took them on a canoe and drowned one of them and kept the other one. Like I could just, too much. I know,
You're talking to somebody that really enjoyed that book.
I know. I'm sorry. I know.
Like, I can't agree with you because it's, you know.
I don't think I'm making
a lot of twists and turns.
I know. I don't think I'm making a lot of sense. I'm making sense in my head. I don't think I'm making a lot of sense out loud.
No,
because
you are.
I do enjoy a little thrill, a little murder mystery, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think what really got me was the murdering of your own children.
Now I really want to test the waters of like the psychological thriller genre for you. So I would like you to read The Silent Patient. That's going to be my next recommendation.
Now, what is that about? Without spoiling it.
It is also a psychological
It's a psychological thriller.
Yes. I don't even know if I really want to like read you the
don't. Do I think this
synopsis.
Do I think this book was bad? No. Yeah. I don't think the book was bad. That like I want that to be noted. I don't know if I'm articulating my points correctly.
So The Silent Patient is basically this woman kills her husband.
Okay.
And then she never talks again.
All right.
Words never leave her mouth. That is the premise.
Okay. See, I could do, like, I really think, and I have repeated myself 50 times now, I really think it was the
Seemingly Perfect Life.
Yeah.
Bam. She's
like, when
they say she shoots her husband 5 times and then never speaks again.
When he killed her at the end, I was not so thrown off because I was like, she deserves to die if she killed her kids.
Right.
But then what really got me was, did she kill her kids? You know, then it was like, are you team letter or are you team manuscript? Do you believe the manuscript or do you believe the letter? I believe the manuscript.
A lot of the premise of the psychological thrillers is really like choose your own path.
My path
is think happened.
I'm choosing the manuscript because this lady faked her own sickness and faked being bedridden. If you're that nuts, you're nuts enough to kill your kid. So I believe the manuscript. I don't know. I want to believe Jeremy was a good guy because he was good throughout the whole book, basically. He seemed like a good guy. And so I don't think the book was bad. Final notes. I don't think the book was bad. I can handle, I'm not a wimp. I can handle some murder and some psychological thriller. I do not like the killing of your own kids in a book. And I hated it so much.
Regardless of even if that, you know, regardless of it's like, well, did that happen, you know?
That I would have rathered it be like she did it.
Yeah.
You would, set in stone. No, because
the premise, like the book is at the end of the book ends and you're kind of like, oh shit, did she do that?
Because it was set that she did it, and then all of a sudden there's a part where it's like, wait, did she?
Yeah.
And so I don't like that. Just leave it at that she did it, and then I can come to terms with that. Now I have to decide for myself. If she did it,
I bet you people are going to be like, well, Rhea, she didn't actually do it, you know, like.
Yeah, like, oh, did you read the letter?
Yeah.
You believe? Yeah, because I'm going to believe a fucking woman who faked being bedridden. I'm going to believe her fucking letter.
Yeah.
This psycho bitch. Yeah. See, maybe I did like it. I'm talking so much about it.
We're talking a
lot about it. Maybe I did like it.
Yeah.
Hey, anything that sparks a conversation and sparks a little from me, maybe I do enjoy.
I'm gonna bring the Silent Patient. I have it in my. I have it in my house. I'm gonna bring it for you to read.
Well, if anybody wants to borrow Verity, I don't have it anymore.
I was gonna say you must return it and not throw it away if you don't like it.
Throwing a book in the trash, I feel like just there's something about it. It's like bad luck or.
Don't say that.
No, really.
Because bad luck for what?
Just like in general. Have you ever seen the movie The Day After Tomorrow?
Yes.
Do you remember when like they're burning things to keep a fire going, and the one girl is like, don't like throw those books like in the fire, like those are historical. Those were more like Bibles.
New York Public Library employee.
Historical books. This is a book about somebody who murdered their children, so I think it's okay if I throw it in the trash. I think I'm going to survive.
We'll see.
I don't like the energy you guys are now casting on me because I didn't like the context of this book. I think it's pretty fucking normal to not like the idea of that.
No. We're not talking about not liking a book. You can not like a book.
But now I don't know if
you're a book murderer.
It's the act of throwing it in the trash that is what threw us off.
You murdered the book.
You know how many secondhand bookshops there are?
I understand.
That's paper. That's trees.
I understand it wasn't resourceful and maybe the wrong move now that we're talking it out.
It was a knee-jerk reaction to get rid of that thing.
After reading this book.